Welcome back, guys. I'm Juliette, and today we're doing 45-minute full body restorative yoga practice. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the family, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss our daily workouts. Guys, I will guide you through all the modifications you need so everyone can do it. So let's begin this practice together. Alright guys, so let's begin this practice today in a seated position. So let's begin by taking our arms all the way up. Big breaths. And on exhalation all the way back, and let's do just a few more. All the way, take it back, and one more time, reach. Long extended arms, and guys, look all the way behind the one shoulder, lengthening that spine. Shoulders away from the ears, just enjoying the sensation of the strong long back, and reach those arms all the way up. Big breaths, and take those hands all the way behind, look behind the right shoulder, all the way. Good job, just don't hold the breath, and go ahead and come back to the center with me. Take your both hands together and connect it, and reach those arms all the way above your head. Long extended back and the grounded sit bones. Take your hands all the way up front. Draw the navel in, close your eyes, push the hands all the way away from the front of your forehead. Reach all the way up and open, and go ahead and go through the lateral bend. Soft one. And all the way through the lateral bend. On the other side, keep your both sit bones grounded. Go ahead and take those arms, guys, behind, and reach them behind. If you can't connect them into the lock, don't worry about it, and see if you can fold forward. Just a gentle fold forward. It doesn't have to be done all the way when your forehead on the ground, guys. It can be just a halfway through, and just give it a little wiggle in the shoulders, in the hands. Good work. Let's go ahead and continue with the shoulder rolls. Just give it a few to the front and then few to the back. Great. Good. And take those arms all the way behind. Press them nicely into the floor. Reach the hips up. If that is too much, just upper body expansion and extension, and leave your hips on the floor. Breathe actively and slowly release. Draw the navel in, draw the chin over the chin, chest or belly. Let's do it one more time. Reach up and open all the way. Good. It's going to be a quality restorative practice for each and every muscle, each and every joint and cell in our body. Let's go ahead and return back, guys, and we're going to do a few soft rotations right above your mat. Just don't be afraid to expand the movement. Keep the neck movement, the shoulders movement, the lower back, the hips. We're gonna do a few more into this direction all the way. Just allow your body move as a one, right? And then go ahead and reverse the movement to the other side. Just a few all the way. That's it. And let's do just one more through this side, all the way the full circle. And come back to the center. Reach the arms all the way up and side all the way. And at the back, we're gonna try to grab the elbows. So if it's available, that's beautiful. If not, just do the best what you can. And slowly start to lift those elbows off your back. Just giving a little bit more space to the shoulders. Good. And just one more, notice which arm is on top, we're gonna do an other direction bind and go ahead and lift them a few more times again. Just right and left and right. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our right foot behind into the beginner variation of the deer pose, and grab your left foot with your right hand and just open up for the soft, gentle stretching all the way off the back. Good work. And take it all the way back to the center and go to the opposite direction, all the way through the other side. Doesn't have to be too far, right? Just make sure it starts in the hip flexor and that lower back. Take it all the way back to the center. Bring your right leg to the front and just push your knee slightly behind, underneath the elbow, right? Just up here. So not to the side, not like a baby cradle, but to the back. Just give it a few gentle opening movements, maybe even rock it side to side. So we're working on the hip flexor in the right. Then guys, move your left slightly under, step across, step over with your right. So if that is already a lot, you're going to remain just up here. You can also pull this outside if it needs to be done. If that feels pretty comfortable, then take your right on top on your right and look behind the left, guys. All the way, we just continue to open up the base of the body in the center. Give it a few quality inhalations, exhalations, don't hurry up. And let go all the tension. Now we're gonna try to move over the other side. So try not to fold forward, but take your hand or hand and elbow all the way left across the right, and go ahead and look behind the right shoulder right now. And the same thing, just don't push it too far, a little bit more than it feels challenging, just a little bit more over that boundary. And once you found the good place, let go of the tension. Just be there, try to connect with your body, so important. Now you can stay up here for the breath or two, or you can try to bind your left hand to the right. So the one left was up here, we just take it underneath, and the right is behind. We're gonna take it. If it's not there for the Lord of the Fishes variation, don't worry about it. It's a little bit more challenging one. So if you're just a beginner, just stick with what feels right. Let's give it a breath or two. In restorative practice, we hold in our asanas a little bit longer. And let's undo it. We're gonna go for the cow face pose. So you are in the right place. If that's already too much, stay right there, or even move this foot, or continue to move your right knee, guys, above your left. So just like this. The closer your feet to the base of your body, easier it is. The farther those feet go away, that challenging it becomes on the knees and the hips. So just do what feels right. Again, you don't have to go all the way up here. You just can hold it up here. We're gonna do a couple half spinal twists again in a cow face pose. Take your right, outside of the right, give it a gentle opening. You're gonna feel it a lot in the hip flexor. Take a breath or two. That's it. And go ahead and left, outside of the right. And again, you're gonna feel it, especially when you push against the leg. You're gonna feel it in the hip flexor, but that's where you want to feel it. Try to, guys, relax your ankles, relax your hips. I know the tension is there, and we've worked so hard the entire week on our body with all of the variety of the trainings. So it's time to restore and recover. Come back, guys, to the center with me. See if you can fold over those legs. If you can't, just maybe a little tilt up here, but don't worry if it's not there yet. Just a gentle fold. And we're gonna give it a few breaths. Try to keep your hips, guys, on the floor, the sit bones on the floor. And let's come out gently. We will repeat this flow from the other side. We will come up with the left behind, right up front, into the basic deer pose. Let's begin with the right, against the right, and just look behind the left shoulder, all the way, gentle, straight. Try to relax your ankles, relax the belly, the chest. Just move into the asana. Let your mind and your body be one. And let's take it to the other side. Go ahead and look all the way behind the right shoulder. Again, try to keep the level of the spine, shoulders above the hips. And good job. And slowly take it back and return. We will take our left and try to draw the left knee slightly more behind. So we're working on this left hip flexor. So pull it gently back, all the way back. Give it a few breaths. You can just move it right and left if it's needed. Very nice. And then move your right slightly more in and left across if it's getting there. If it's not getting there yet, then you're gonna be holding it up front, wherever you can do today. So let's step across and we will begin simple. We're gonna go look above the right shoulder. It can be the hand, it can be all the way elbow, and on exhalation, go ahead and give it a soft, gentle rotation. Soft, gentle rotation. Very nice. Keep on breathing. Through the nose in, through the nose out. And let's gently switch the direction. So this direction is a little bit more challenging. So it could be just your hand, or if you can reach all the way, then take it and look all the way behind your left shoulder. But it doesn't have to be full half spinal twist up here if it's not there yet. We're gonna spend here a breath or two. And if that is feeling absolutely comfortable, then this right, which is on top, is gonna go underneath, and left is going to catch up on that right underneath. If not, don't worry about it. Something to move towards step by step. Body will get more flexible. Body will get stronger and healthier. But we have to give it a good ground, right? We have to feed it well, give it a good variety of exercises, good recovery, good rest, and most importantly, good loving intentions within. Everything starts with that inner peace inside, that inner kindness. Let's take this left above the right if it's getting there, or keep it where it is to our cow face pose. It might not go all the way up there yet. Remember, farther your feet off the base of the body, harder it is for the knees, and the closer it's easier. You can keep it where it was. We're gonna give it a couple half spinal twist again. Left outside of the right. Look behind and just let your body, guys, become the one. Let the tension melt, soft ankles, soft feet. And then go ahead and switch the right outside of the left. And just again, let the tension melt. Look behind. You're gonna feel it a lot in the hip flexor. Just let it melt, let it go away. If it's too much, then just don't twist as far. Come back to the center. We're gonna be staying up here for a few more breaths, or guys, see if you can fall gently forward, right over those legs. If not a big deal, just stay where you can. It's pretty sensitive on the hips and on the knees, especially if you are in a full cow face pose. And just a breath or two. That's it. Great job, guys. Come on back up and let's undo our legs. And guys, let's meet in that little kneeling position. So we're gonna work on for a couple minutes on our back, wrist, elbow, shoulders tucked, and let's extend one leg, let that knee a little bit rest and straight, and extend another leg all the way. Great job. Take it back to the center, and up and down, full expression through that spine. Just a couple of more, in and out through that nose. Great work. That's it. Wonderful. And guys, go ahead and walk towards the right, just almost to the side of the body. Bring your hands closer and shift the hips towards the left. So you're gonna feel it a lot in the left shoulder, left arm, and just a good straight. Then come on back up and express to that cat pose. And all the way back, all the way towards the ground. And express back into the cat pose. That's it. And shift the hips back again one more time. Come back to the center and round your spine, relax your neck just for the few times. And then we're gonna do that side cat straight from the other side. Just up and down, and let's go ahead and move those hands towards the left and shift the hips, guys, towards the right, just the opposite direction from the hands. You're gonna feel it a lot in the right arm, and just give it a little more. Inhalation, exhalation, come up and round spine, relax the neck, do the cow, cat and cow, shift the hips back towards the floor, and one more time. Reach up and open all the way and shift the hips back towards the floor. You feel it on that right arm. Come back to the center, extend your knees. Let's spend just a couple breaths to counter straight in the downward facing dog. Beginners, if you need to bend your knees, lift your heels, you do that. Downward facing dog is a very healing asana. You just have to do it right. So don't stress your joints and your spine if it's not ready yet. Just bend your knees and draw the belly towards the front part of your legs. Relax your neck. It's a big thing of the downward facing dog is relaxation of your neck. And slowly, guys, flow back with your knees on the floor. Go ahead and lay down on the left side and put your top leg behind, bottom leg up front to the modified cat tail stretch. So just lay down so your bottom leg is on the floor, your top leg is behind, bottom up front, top is behind, and try just to set your head on the floor and just give it a breath or two to that modified stretch. That's it. And then gently after that, roll into your back, guys. Roll into your back and just continue to hold the bottom knee on the floor, top knee on top, and just give it a breath or two so those hips get soft. And let's return back to the center. Remain your feet where it is and just take your elbows on the floor and try to bring your chest and bottom of your belly all the way down towards the front. So it's a little bit more challenging for the lower back. So if you can't get on the ground, just stay on your forearms and just a breath or two here. Continue to keep your legs wide, guys. Very nice. And let's simply switch the direction. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see me. So bottom leg on the floor, top leg at the back, set them wide. And for the first one, just get on the side and just try to find the resting position for the hips and for the lower back. Just a breath or two. Make sure everything feels right and feels comfortable. And then from there, we're gonna start to turn towards the back. And the same thing. The bottom leg is on the floor, the top leg is up there. Try to set those legs pretty wide and just enjoy gentle, soft hip opener and spinal rotation in a modified cat pose, cat tail pose actually. So give it a breath or two. And then we will try to line the chest, the front part of the body towards the mat. So the same legs are in the same position and just taking the forearms on the floor. And if it's getting there, maybe just a little bit lower, just for the couple breaths. And if it doesn't get there, guys, just stay up here. Let's give it just a breath. Very nice. And go ahead, guys, and return back on your kneeling position right now. Couple more cat and cows up here. Very nice. Good job. And let's go ahead and extend the knees again back to the downward facing dog. Relax the neck, drop the head all the way. Take your right leg up. Step forward to your low lunge. We're just gonna give it a few soft rotations through the lower back, lateral bends, just making sure that we're taking care of everything today. And just one more. Slowly take your both hands on the floor through the tabletop or straight to your down dog. Reach your left leg up and slowly step forward to your lunge. Doesn't have to be super low. We're just gonna give it a few light movements, right and left, left and right, through the sides, feeling good movements. Very good. And just breath or two. Oh, that feels amazing. Take it back through the tabletop or through the downward facing dog. Both hands are flat, drop the head, relax your neck, just be alive. Go ahead, guys, and take your knees on the floor. Open up your knees wider and heels together. We're gonna go through the few modified camel poses, side to side. We're gonna hold them a little bit longer just for the few extra breaths. So take your right towards your feet. Push the hips slightly forward, heels slightly up. Very nice. And hold the way, sit back on your heels if you can, or just stay where you are. Rest. Pull the navel in, belly in to recover the back. In the other side, take your left towards the heels, towards the left or towards the right. Push the hips slightly forward, heels slightly up. Great. Just a breath or two. Very nice. Go ahead and relax again. Push your belly towards the ground. Let your body rest. And come on back up. We're gonna do just the same thing. If it was already harder, we will try to pull our both hands towards the heels. If not, guys, take your hands on your lower back or one arm at a time. So go ahead and push the hips forward. Take the chest slightly up. Breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. Excellent. And let's go ahead and repose it this time in the downward facing dog, but both heels together, just like we do in our Pilates position. Hands, guys, flatten on the floor, shoulders width apart, heels together. If that is too much, put them in a regular position. Try to follow me, lengthening that spine. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Drop the head, relax the neck. All the way through, shoulder blades apart, guys. That feels so good. Long extended back. Great job. And let's slowly, guys, take ourselves on our belly. We're gonna go through the few first scorpion touches. Just up here, touch one side, and then slowly. It's a great massage and great flows for the lower back. Just give it a few up here, and on the other side, and just a couple more gentle ones. And another one. Great. Back to the center. Now, we're gonna hold one leg at a time. And since we're doing a restorative practice, I will give you some options. But if you want to push a little bit harder, I will give you some variations as well. So put your right elbow underneath the right shoulder. Take your left and grab your right ankle. So you can, guys, just hold up here. You can lift it for the extra challenge and hold it and focus on the lengthening of the back. You can also go and extend your right arm, press your forehead on the floor, and you can choose to keep the right knee on the ground, or you can choose to pull the right foot up and extend through the quadricep muscle, lengthening through the spine. So just choose what feels right for you today. We're gonna give it just a breath or two. In through that nose, out through that nose, and slowly let the arms go, let the legs go, and come up on the other side. So left underneath the left, right is gonna reach to the left ankle. If you can't reach, you're gonna grab the strap it around, or the towel. So you can stay, guys, just up here. You can lift it for an extra strengthening and lengthening, but make sure you don't compress the back. We still focus on extension and expansion. You can go ahead and fall forward, hold the way with me, continue to lift the knee off the floor, or you can just let it go down on the ground. Give it a few more breaths. In through that nose, out through that nose. Excellent. And just let it go, guys. Take it all the way back. Take your hands, fingertips inside if it's getting there. If not, to the regular cobra or even sphinx on your elbows as a modification. Shoulders slightly up, back and down. Drop your shoulder blades towards the lower back. Give that spine a good lengthening and a good straightening, guys. Just a breath or two. Go back on the floor. Take your arms up front. Press the hands all the way into the ground. Lift your belly off the floor. Tuck the chin. Keep on breathing. Strong core. Embrace the waistline, the muscular structure around your waist and lower back. And let it go. Let's do one more. Reach up, press into the floor, and drop the head a little bit deeper. Pick up your belly. Great work. Take it back on the ground. pick up your both ankles or use the strap, or just hold your arms on the floor. And you're gonna be working here because you can't reach yet. That's not a big deal. So do the best what you can. If it's feeling really good, we're going to take the forehead first on the ground. Forehead on the ground, guys. And just try to enjoy the neck stretching down to the base of your spine. If that feels right, keep your forehead on the floor. Take your knees off the ground. If that feels right, go ahead and lift fully to your bow pose. You don't have to do it, but see if it's coming there. And let's slowly let it go. And we're gonna turn again on the right side and lift that right leg and give it a good quality straight. Good work. And then switch those legs for the small soft scissors or big one and strong ones. Keep the legs on the floor grounded if you have to. And switch. And switch, guys. And switch. And one more time. Switch and put your right foot all the way on the floor. See how close it can go. It doesn't have to go all the way super close, but see what it does. Leave your hand on top on the arm, or come on up with me for a little bit more layering. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Go ahead and push against the right foot with the right hand. Look behind towards the left. Lengthening hip flexor, lower back, shoulders all the way through, feeling that leg opening, that right side is opening, guys. Great. Awesome. Come on up to the seated position up here and give it a breath or two. Very nice. And we're just gonna do the other side. Go ahead and switch the direction. We will do a few scissors after the leg stretch. Just give it a good quality stretch. You can pull on it if you can reach. And then your legs could be touching the floor or not touching the floor, whatever is available. Just a small or big scissor switches on the side. And 1 and 2 and 1, and do one more. And once your top leg is on top, go ahead and pull it down towards the floor. Rest your head on top on the arm. Just give it a breath or two, or even, guys, stay up here if you have to. Come on back up on your arm, and we pushing against the left with the left. It could be ankle, it could be the knee. Just make sure, guys, you hold the foot grounded on the floor, and we look towards the extended, towards the right, all the way. Breath or two. See if you can come up all the way to the top, and give it a couple more breaths. Excellent. Great work. And let's slowly return it back to the front, guys. I wanted to work with you today on a little bit more hips opening. We already did our calf face poses and a lot of good things. But let's sit back into the deer pose, which we started our practice today. So let's say our left is up front, right is behind, so we're all on one page. So what you're gonna do, you're going to pick up your right, you're going to pick up your left leg and just trying to pull it a little bit more. So knee to the bottom and foot, ankle to the top. If that is pretty intense, you're gonna put it back, rest, do it again. If you have your block today, you could have set it, this left foot on the block, and just hold it up here. If you feel a greater mobility after what we did today, Then go ahead and put your ankle, not your toes, so you don't screw your ankle. Put the hard part of the ankle on top. It doesn't have to go there. Keep your foot, keep that knee, and see if you can open up your right and lift. So you holding your left knee on the floor, and by lifting and bringing the right knee down, you can control how far you keep working on those hips. So we're gonna give it a breath or two. Try not to sink into that shoulder. Keep it up and tall, nice and strong. And slowly release it. We're going to switch. So we will go back, guys, into the deer pose, but it's gonna be the right up front, left behind. Again, we already did it today. And see how you feel. Then go ahead and pick up your right ankle. And it could be just like this. You might need to put it on the block and just hold it. You might give it a little bit more movements and motions if it's there. If you feel greater mobility in the hip flexor, knee and ankle, observe the differences, right and left different. You're gonna put your ankle on top on the side. Your ankle, guys, not the half of your foot, your ankle. And stay up here or move your left foot slightly out. See, it was here, a little bit more out. And see if you can lift the knee. So we're holding our right knee and thigh on the floor, and we bringing it down or up, our left, and that way we control how far, how much, how little we opening our knees, ankles, and the hips. We're gonna give it just a breath or two. Very nice. And let's slowly release it back. Let's move our knees a little bit, just like this. And pull your glutes out, reach all the way up. And fold forward, guys, for the good, soft, restorative forward fold. Just give it a few breaths up here. Good job. In through that nose, out through that nose. Great. And let's slowly, guys, take ourselves back up and spread your feet a little bit wider, hips width apart. Come up on your elbows. We're gonna do a few modified crunches with the bent knees since it is a restorative practice today. So go ahead and do the one knee in a time first. I will warn you, don't sink down low so you can breathe and you can move your shoulders. I want you to express through the heart. And we just moving right and left very gently. If that is already a lot, you're going to be doing just like this, or go ahead and tap those both toes or put the feet back on the floor. Watch the spine, watch the shoulders. We're going to do a few more. Just from the center and back, from the center and back, from the center and back, and just a couple more, and one more. Good job. Extend those legs all the way on the floor and take your hands all the way underneath your hips. If you would need to bend your knees, do it like this, you can. Otherwise, extend those legs, draw the hands a little bit and elbows closer to each other. Push the heart forward, that's right. We're going to the fish pose or Matsyendrasana. Again, beginners, bend your knees and just hold it up here. Intermediate and advanced, stay with me up here. Breathe, just hop open and forward. Crown on the floor. Relax your neck. And just a breath or two. And slowly return back. Coming up the way you can come up. and come up back, guys, to the front. Let's do a few restorative lateral bends. Just sink down into that elbow. Try to keep your both sit bones on the floor, so and all the way to the other side. Reach it. Very nice. And come on back and take it slightly behind. And on the other side, gentle back bend with support. Take it all the way back to the center. Reach arms up and take your right around your left for your final eagle arms in a seated position. Reach your elbows a little bit higher. Reach your shoulders a little bit lower, guys. Elbows a little bit higher, shoulders a little bit lower. Close your eyes, sit up here, or see if you can fold forward with those eagle arms and put your forehead on top on the arms. Just a breath or two. And let's slowly undo those arms. Now take the left above the right. Take your elbows a little bit higher, shoulders a little bit lower. It might not go all the way, it might be only halfway through. And that is totally fine. Just make sure you don't bring your shoulders too high, let them go. And sit right there or fold forward all the way. Again, one side can be much more flexible, much more open than other, but that's why we are doing it, to get that harmony and evenness and balance. We always work toward that. Let's go ahead and undo those arms. Roll the shoulders softly back, all the way, right and left, left and right. Take your head on one side, then take it on the other side. Take it to the front, take it to the back, and again to the front, and again to the back, and left ear towards the left, and the right ear towards the right. Great work. Guys, let's take our arms all the way back up. Reach, nice, long and open. Feel that back super straight. And let's draw the both hands up front of the heart. Look inside that heart and find a lot of gratitude for everything we have. We have our health, our loved one, our body. We can work out. We can walk outside, see the sun. It's such a beautiful thing. Not everybody have an ability to have all of that. So let's smile with our heart and flow, guys, till the rest of this precious day with unshakable love and peace inside your heart. And great job, everybody. As always, I'm so proud of you. We worked hard this week, so I want to hear how your workout week went down below in the comments. And if you're new to this channel and this is your first workout with us, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button, and welcome to the family of the result-driven people. I will see you guys tomorrow.